Well, with me in the studio now is Topham, blues musician and former lead guitarist with the seminal 60s rock band, the Yardbirds. Welcome. Thanks very much indeed for coming in. President Obama has just said that the blues has lost its king. I mean, that must be how many people feel today.
I think that's probably true, yes, because the manner that he played that music moved people's feelings in a way which is rare today.
You actually met him. Just talk us through your personal experience of B.B. King.
Well, it started really by finding 78s of his in about 1964 and never knowing who he was. And then a little bit later than that, a year later, Live at the Regal came out, which was an amazing album of his, which actually changed the face of guitarists in the world, really. And then after that, he was coming to England in 1969, and myself and Dusty Bennett, who were with Blue Horizon Records, went to meet him. And there was just us meeting him. He was on his own. So he said, "I'm on at the Albert Hall this afternoon." I said, "We know, actually." And he said, "Well, come and see me this afternoon. I'm rehearsing." So we went down there, and when I walked in, he was sitting playing the piano on the stage on his own. I mean, I didn't know he played the piano. And obviously, the band came, and the Fleetwood Mac was supporting him with Peter Green. And I mean, in the evening, it was stunning. It was absolutely stunning. When he came on, I mean, we all loved Fleetwood Mac, but when he started, it was just blew it apart, really. And Janis Joplin was sitting next to me, Peter Green's mum and dad, Duster, and there was sort of everybody who was anybody there. And it became more and more moving, and right at the end, the audience came to the stage, and he was in tears, actually, because I don't think he'd experienced a white audience like that, probably ever. And we were all in tears as well, really, because the blues played like he plays it is very moving, you know.
And was it so different to anyone else then? Like just being in his presence as a musician with someone with that kind of talent?
It is completely unique with him. I call it, the uniqueness, I call it like the duende, actually, which is a thing they use in flamenco. It's when the artist and the audience become together, and it sort of goes into a different place. And you always felt you'd been coated by a sort of velvet blanket in his performances, you know, and you came out feeling quite different to how you went in before, almost healed or something, you know, which is, of course, what the blues did, actually, you know, in Black America.
And what do you think his passing, what kind of impact do you think it'll have on today's music industry, music today?
Well, I think there's an element of sadness, because it's like, you know, somebody like, you know, Rembrandt or Botticelli dying or something, really, you know, a great person, which actually started people in a direction of playing, you know, playing blues. And his style was something that was very, very moving. And also, you can listen, if you go into it deep, you can listen to the people that he learnt from, people like Lonnie Johnson, who was here in the 60s, actually, and was with Duke Ellington, and a great blues guitarist as well, and he was very influenced by him. So once you go into that road, and you start to look into that music as a culture, you begin to learn and understand a lot of things, and understand how it was for him too.
And just briefly, for younger viewers perhaps, Eric Clapton's been sort of saying, if you don't know his music, this is what you should listen to. What for you is the album or the thing that people should listen to?
Well, I think the one really is Live at the Regal. I think that changed it, because it's a live album, and you just get the feeling that it was, you know, it was a completely how can you say, it just happened. It wasn't a thing from the thinking, it was a thing from the feelings and that sense of what the blues really is. And I think that album says it to you, really.
Topham, thank you so much for coming and sharing your
My
memories.
pleasure.
Really give you.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.